Today I wanted to share with you my top 5 favorite tropes in romance, which is probably different than you might expect. If you don't know me, my name's Riverkai. I'm an LGBTQ+ author and artist, and I'm also disabled, and I love writing about steamy romance. They all connect, okay? I promise. I'm gonna start with my 5th favorite. So, okay, you know what? I gotta be honest. I always make this joke a lot. I really fit the bisexual stereotype that I can't choose favorites, so I'm struggling. That's why we're going to cheat. I'm gonna give you like 6 or 7. We're gonna call it a top 5, okay? Shh. We have Friends to Lovers, a classic. Why do I like this one? I think with Friends to Lovers, I feel like it has that deeper best friend connection that I think makes certain romances really strong. Because I'm somebody who really likes to watch the emotional journey the characters go through. Having a friend already and like changing the definition of your relationship to lovers is like a really interesting concept to me, because I really love like interpersonal relationships and like seeing how they work and change and develop depending on how characters change. So I think that's like such a great story element to show a progression of how characters change from one way to another, both on their own and through their own relationship as they come together. We're just gonna call that like my 5th favorite, maybe. Oh wait, no. Okay, that's probably like my 4th favorite, so I'm gonna put these out of order right here because river style, I don't know what's happening. So for number 4, then I'm gonna skip to number 5 because I think my 5th favorite, which is like my least favorite out of my favorites, would have to be forbidden romance. We all know like Romeo and Juliet, that's like the classic forbidden romance. I like writing forbidden romance, but I don't like it to be like a main highlight in my stories. I kind of like when it's like snuck in and kind of maybe like a minor plot or like an initial conflict. I think it's really interesting to watch characters like have to fight for what they believe in, so like with them having to fight to be together despite whatever forces in the world that are preventing them from being together. That really interests me. I don't think every single romance has to have conflict within their relationship in terms of like having fights and arguments throughout the book. Like, of course every relationship will have some, but if they are like butting heads constantly, I don't like reading that with every single romance. But I feel like forbidden romance adds just enough of that same like really high energy tension of like, oh my god, are they actually gonna end up being okay together, without like forcing them to not get along for most of the book and then leave you at the end being like, how's this gonna work? My 3rd favorite, top favorite, is going to surprise you. I don't know why I find this personally kind of embarrassing. Maybe because I just get shy talking about these things. As somebody who has always wanted to have kids since I was a little kid, I really love the surprise baby trope. Don't hate me. I know that a lot of people hate it on it, but why do I like it? I like it because I love that fantasy that someone would actually give a shit like a man. I'm sorry, other men. In what world? I feel like it's so rare. So I don't know. I find the possibilities of the imagination to be much more intriguing than the situation that would probably happen in real life. We're gonna move on from that. I will say, I do like the drama in that one of being like, oh my god, I didn't expect this to happen, and it's always like not that shocking. Except then a lot of times they have weird, like I find it kind of silly, but there's like, you don't know how it happened sometimes. Like, and that's kind of entertaining to me because I do kind of like when romance is a little silly. It doesn't totally make sense. My 2nd most favorite romance trope, I'm gonna just say for right now, I'm gonna put these two together. You might disagree with me, but like forced proximity plus fake dating, I don't know, like I like them for similar reasons, so I'm just putting them together. I told you, we can't. I'm too bisexual. I know it's a stereotype, but it's true for me. Okay, fake dating, I just like it because, like I said, I really like silly romances sometimes. Like, I like the silly aspect. Not that all fake dating is silly, but it kind of is. Like, you have to suspend some disbelief, and it's kind of like ridiculous that like usually they get into some shenanigans. I love that. And then plus they're like, while they're fake dating, there's like some forced proximity, like with the only one bed micro trope. Not that I like that micro trope in particular. I think it's funny, but it's not like one that I seek out a book just for that. But I do like that they have to, like, when they have to pretend to know each other, and like, are they going to pull it off, and what are they going to do? Like, will they actually end up liking each other? Because you know they always will. As an author, I think the reason why I find that interesting is because you can take such different people that you would never ever imagine together, and then when they are put together and they have such like an interesting dynamic, then you're like, wait a minute, maybe they work. But for today, since I can't decide, my top favorite romance trope would have to be childhood sweethearts. So I'm very biased on this because my favorite story that I've ever come up with that I'm most passionate about has childhood sweethearts in it, and I love them to death because of what I was talking about towards the beginning of the video, where they have such a deep connection, except it's extra because they've known each other forever. So it's not just like a friends to lovers trope, but like a childhood sweetheart trope. The earlier the better. So like in Soul Survivors, which is coming out in October, it's a thriller novel, but it's also romantic. So it's kind of confusing, but if you know me, it makes sense because I like writing about dark pasts, another trope, and I really love writing about people in love. So thriller is a great combo for that in my opinion. They, as childhood sweethearts, they know everything about each other. They have all these like silly little inside jokes and like knowings about each other that we get looped in, and I love seeing that kind of like, oh, I'm jealous. Like, it's so cute that I'm jealous. I love that. I eat that shit up. And so I find that so interesting too. The idea of like knowing someone and them sticking with you, and like the rarity that is. I just find it interesting to think about like, how would that work? Because like, people do change throughout their lives. They'll have similar personalities, but they go through things and they think of things differently. Sometimes they act in ways that if their future selves are like, that's embarrassing. I can attest to that. So like, in order to like stick through it, they have to have absolute faith in each other and who they are as a person, and I think that's really sweet and romantic. So that is my number one for sure. What is your top 5? I'm really interested in knowing in the comments below, and you can also let me know if you want me to do my least favorite. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know, and I will do my least favorite tropes as a steamy romance author. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for stopping by, and I will be here again next Saturday. I also have more videos coming up on my More River Kai channel, which is my second channel. So if you want to see more content, you can watch all my old content there as well. Thank you. I hope you're having a great day. See you next Saturday. Goodbye. I also just find it really funny I'm wearing this shirt while talking about that. Anyway. Why can't I stop squeaking? You know when you like need to laugh and you really want to laugh but you're not supposed to? That's what's happening in my body. Okay.